Hey everybody, it's Nintendo East 100 here with Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX. In the last video, I took on an optional dungeon that is only available in the DX version because it has the World of Color! Mwah! And because of that, we were able to get the Blue Tunic, which doubles my defense, which basically means a permanent Guardian Acorn without the annoying music. Yay! And in this episode, we are going to be starting the 4th dungeon of the game, which is McDerpy Derp Fish Tunnel. I'm kidding, it's English Tunnel. Let's get this started. Level 4, yay! Amazing we're already this far into the game, but compare this to other Zelda games, and that's not that big. Well, it's kind of weird. Comparing this to other Zelda games, the 4th dungeon was a lot longer into the game than, well, it is in the earlier Zelda games. So anyway, what we first want to do is we want to head over here. This room down here we'll be going to soon enough, but first we want to go over here. And these new enemies you can see right here, these are water Tektites. We met regular red Tektites outside, and we get the stone beak. Very, very nice indeed. So anyway, let's just switch on over to our Pegasus boots, which we got in the key cabinet and everything, but you guys already know about that because you should have been watching these videos already, and we're just gonna head on up here, because... Wait a minute. We're a very fast blue thing in a video game. Blue streak speeds by, Sonic the Hedgehog, too fast for the naked eye. Just got a map. Sonic, he can really move. Sonic, he's got an attitude. Sonic, he's gonna jump over this pit. Anyway, that was completely terrible. I'm sorry for those of you who are probably have now blood gushing from your ears. Anyway, let's just head on over here. Let's blow this up and avoid the anti-fairy because I hate you guys. You've caused me enough pain in the past, and I fell in the water. Yeah, and it's a water dungeon, so anyone getting flashbacks of the Swamp Palace in Link of the Past? Yeah, hopefully I do better in this dungeon than I did in that one, because that one freaking sucked, and you die. Bad. So anyway, let's head on up here, drop a bomb, and this rock has many cracks. There must be a way to shatter it. I wonder how. Kaboom! Anyway, let's just, no, Rock's Feather, so I can hop over you, grab this, get another small key, making this, I think, the second one of the dungeon, hop over here, get the hearts, and, no, bad, no. Oh, okay, that was actually kind of convenient. Speedrunning tactics, even though I don't know how much faster that actually was. Probably was a little bit faster, so speedrunners out there, there's a strategy for you guys. Anyway, hop back up over the pit, yes, and that Zol fell to its death, and the death isn't funny. Unless it's in a video game, then it's hilarious. So anyway, what we want to do now is... Wait, let's just whip out our... Actually, let's go grab ourselves some more bombs, and run away. I hate how those things are faster than me, even though I have the Pegasus boots. It's not fair. Anyway, let's just whip out our shield so we can kill these guys, and... No, hate doing that, because if you have the little cursor box thingy hovering over the Ocarina and you can't move left or right because then it switches to the other songs, which, speaking of other songs, we will be getting some other songs very soon. Don't think it's just the Battle of the Windfish. It'd be kind of pointless if we just had an item that only played one song. Well, let's just hit you, kill you, and you. Thank you very much. What do we got in here? We have the compass of the really long explanation. Yay! Not yay. So I'm just going to pay attention to that spark because it's all pretty and flashing and ooh, pretty. Okay, the other room now. Anyway, we got some water Tektites in here, and ooh, piece of power! I have the power! Or at least a piece of it! Anyway, let's just kill the water Tektites, because we've got another item in here, and let's just grab our Rock's Feather, because it's one of the most useful items in this game. Break through the crystals. And we get another small key. Very, very nice indeed. Let's just break these, kill you guys, because you have to kill them to exit the room, and wow, 901 rupees. Very, very close to that goal that we need of the 980, but we will actually because of the treasure chests in this area, the reason I'm not going to worry about killing a ton of enemies is just because of the fact that, one of the main reasons I usually tend to, try to kill as many enemies as possible is to get as many rupees as possible, but with this dungeon, we actually will hit the maximum of 999, which you guys will see, well, not very soon, relatively soon, but, of course, time is relative, so it really just depends on your perception of time, but why am I talking about this and playing a Zelda game? Who cares? I'm playing a Zelda game, haha, and you guys should be too, and they dropped that down there. Crap. Anyway, let's just head on down here and kill you. Let's dodge you guys, and it's not fair that... that one fell in the water. Hey, Dodo! Haha, let's see what you gotta say.
The glint of the tile will be your guide, birds!
Anyway, let's head on down here, past this, and also, this enemy I probably should have explained sooner. That is a, P-hat. It's kind of funny, I slashed that and killed the Tektite. Yeah, P-hats, they're very common enemies. They've been around since the beginning of the series, as have been Tektites, but anyway, let's head on over here. They're not really that dangerous. They kind of move in predetermined patterns, so you just kind of got to know where they're going to move. And they're pretty easy to avoid, but I know there's a way to kill them. I don't know if you can kill them by this point in the game, and that is a really cheap move. I hate the fake treasure chest. Well, let's head on up here, and interesting colored tiles. Well, they did say the glint of the tile, and ooh, is that the glint of the tile they were talking about? And I drowned. Alright, way to go, Link. I'm glad how drowning doesn't do anything. In Minecraft, it gets you game over, but anyway. What do we have here? We've got another small key. Very nice indeed. What do we have up here? Tiles that match the ones in the other room, and that one already has a glint on it, so, maybe we will find out what that's about. Maybe, maybe not. Well, it is a dungeon, so probably. What am I talking about? Yes! So let's just wait for them P-hats to move. Thank you very much. I was gonna say they're a lot bigger in Wind Waker, but no, those are, I'm thinking of a different enemy. Kill you. Wait, you die. Thank you very much. Head on up here, past you, and, now that the reason I had to go get that other small key is because, of course, I wouldn't have been able to enter this room, so let's go and take on the mini-boss, which is Cue-Ball. Basically, what you want to do is use your rock feather, jump on over it, and you want to hit it in that big, bulbous, red part, I guess, at its brain, so yeah, slash at its brain! I think it, takes 8 hits with your regular sword, so if, basically, if you have a piece of power or the red tunic, it only takes 4 hits, and it drops a fairy, so it heals all that health that I've barely lost. Anyway, what you want to do in here is whip out your power bracelet. The only reason I'm keeping the Rock's Feather on it is it'll allow me to jump over the spark if need be. So let's run like hell! Run like hell! No. I grabbed the Rock's Feather, and yet I still don't make it through, and it made me lose my piece of power, so screw you! That rhymed. Cool! Anyway, let's whip out our sword again, and kill you guys. No, I said kill you. I said kill you. And I keep forgetting I can actually slash fireballs. It's always kind of cool. Well, what do we have in here? We have flippers! If you press the B button whilst you swim, you can dive underwater. Very, very convenient. So anyway, now we're in that room we saw earlier. These enemies right here, these are called Iron Masks. They're very similar to the Helmosaurs that we saw in Link to the Past. And the only way to fight them is you have to hit them directly from their back. If you hit them from the side or the front, it just glances off them. So, killing them with the Rock's Feather is really easy. And yay, we got the piece of power again. Yay, so I can plow through these dungeons again. Wait, if you step on these tiles, you can see they'll show you a pattern. So it's this one here. It's bottom left, top right, top left, bottom right, and that door opens up again. But there's no reason to. So anyway, we might as well just go and solve that puzzle right now. Thankfully, it's right nearby and no fireballs. I'm not gonna get hit today, and I don't know how I pushed that block, even though considering I was in midair, or at least it looked like I was in midair when I hit it. But yeah, you actually could have tried to solve this puzzle earlier, but without the flippers, like you can see here, I can swim, and of course press B and go under. You would not have been able to reach this tile without jumping onto this one first, which would have reset it, because basically if you step on a tile that it's out of order, it resets the whole thing. So let's just get on this one, head on over to this one, and I did that reset it, because the game can be really touchy about it at certain times, so if you accidentally walk over it, it'll have to reset it. But anyway, let's head on down here, and we've got a one-eyed thwomp, so apparently the thwomps in Mario are superior because they have 2 eyes, which means it's easier to see now because they're that much smarter. So anyway, let's just make you drop down again. You have to climb up on top of this one, head on up here, and head on down to here, and what do we have? We have the Nightmare's Key! Yay! I have a Nightmare Key! That joke's starting to get a little bit old. So anyway, now we don't have to wait for the P-hats because we can just go underwater, and if you're underwater and there's an enemy above water, you can just dodge them like that. And it is kind of funny sometimes, if you're pressing and holding B when you go onto a lighter section of water, you'll sometimes come out with your sword out, and you can kill the enemy like that. So anyway, in this chest we've got 50 rupees, which are indeed very nice. So let's just head on back over here, kill you guys again, because if you remember when we were in this room earlier, there was a key that dropped through, and now is a very convenient time to get that. You can get that as soon as you, and you can actually grab that as soon as you can access, well, as soon as you have the Zora flippers, sorry. And you can see, and that key took all that time to fall. Now, actually, with the Zora flippers, it makes these side-scrolling water sections a lot easier, because it, of course, makes you jump a lot faster. But basically, to explain kind of the mechanics of swimming in a side-scrolling section is you move up, down, left, and right, of course, like you would normally, but you don't, like, bob up and down, or you don't go, like, you don't go down or anything, you just float where you were. Pretty simple. So anyway, now that we have that, and wait, what am I doing? There's another thing of rupees we can get, because if we look on our map, there's another treasure chest thing missing, so anyway, let's just head over there and grab that. I meant to grab that earlier, because let's just push this block down. We have, probably because I didn't want to do a lot of backtracking, even though this dungeon has enough. And let me just grab my Pegasus boots. Come on, jump to your death. Thank you very much. And, no, okay, I don't run to my death. No, you fall. Thank you. Jump on over. Let's dive under. Go on to the tile and grab 50 rupees, which should put us at 999, which means we probably wasted some. Oh well. Good thing. At least it's not like Twilight. Well, admittedly, okay, it was kind of a nice feature in Twilight Princess how they made it so that if you couldn't hold the rupees, you didn't end up wasting a ton of them. Like have like enough space for like one extra rupee, and that you grab like a 50, grab like 50 rupees and you can't, and you waste like 49. And we lost our piece of power. That sucks. But anyway, yeah, you actually could get that key that fell down a lot earlier, because of course you can just swim on over here. But now we are actually ready to take on the boss, because we have the Nightmare Key, we have everything we need. So let's just head on over here, and I don't know why that door closes immediately like that. It's kind of weird. So anyway, let's just step on the button. Very difficult puzzle. Head on through here. And we've got Cheep Cheeps. Yay, more Mario references. Can't get enough of them. And of course, they're going to start dropping rupees, and I did not mean to go up that high. That is admittedly, I guess, one problem. If you want to get out of the water really fast, I guess the Rock's Feather is an option, but probably because it just gets you up so much faster. So anyway, we'll be in this little section over here, and as you can see, there's the boss door. So let's kill all of you, and no piece of power. That would have been nice, but this boss is easy enough as it is, because just wait until you see how this boss. So. Bloop, bloop, glub, glub, bloop, food, bloop, glub. Yes, words to live by. This is Anglerfish. By far the easiest boss in the game. Basically, if you just stay in this spot right here, it should be dead in a matter of seconds like it is right now. Seriously. That boss is so pathetic, but I guess, kind of like with Moldorm, I can explain it now that it's dead. Really the only thing you gotta worry out for is if you get too close to it, it'll do half a heart of damage, and those fish will do half a heart of damage, and if it actually lives long enough, it'll like ram over to the side here, and it'll make a bunch of rocks fall down. That does a full heart of damage, but by this point of the game, that's nothing, and as you can see, we actually now have 8 hearts, which means another row, considering this game obviously only has 14 hearts. So, you've got the Surf Hop! Bay, your road goes down by the bay, where the watermelons grow. Okay, whatever. So anyway, that wraps up that, and now that we can actually swim, we want to head over here, and actually, if you're in this perspective when it comes to swimming, you can just tap the A button to swim a little bit faster, which is always useful. And we saw this area earlier in the last video, so let's just head on here, and because it's got a bunch of fish around it, so maybe we're gonna get one of those talking fish things, and ooh, what are you? I am Manbo, child of the sunfish. Have you got an ocarina? Of course we do. Aha! Then I can teach you my song. Bloop. Oh! And you've heard Mambo's Mambo! When you get out of the water, play it! But we're not going to do that quite yet. Basically what that song does is when you're in a dungeon, it'll warp you back to the beginning of the dungeon, which is very useful in some cases. But also, if you're in the overworld, it warps you to Mambo's Pond, which is an area we actually haven't seen yet. If you remember, there was the one ring of pits that we could get a piece, where I think we got the third piece of heart in. That, it's one screen over from that. So anyway, head into this cave right here, dive under, and we'll get a piece of heart complete. And that, since that's the 8, I'll complete another heart container. So in one video, 2 whole heart containers, not too bad. So anyway, now that's the 8th of 12 heart pieces you can get in this game. Now, which means, let me think about what I'm gonna say first. Basically, since there's only 12 in the game, you won't be able to get the last one for a little while, because I don't think you can get the last one until maybe the last dungeon, so you won't be able to actually complete a heart container out of heart pieces for a while, but I'm just going to get them as soon as I can, just so I don't miss them or forget about them. So anyway, what we want to do now is if you check on your map, actually, no, that's not the map, that's the menu, we're right around the area of Candlelit Castle, which we're actually in the mode of Candlelit Castle at the moment. It'll be a little more obvious in a minute when we can see the castle a little bit. Because we are on our way to get that other piece of heart, which will be number 9. As you can see, we are now in the mode of Candlelit Castle, which, well, we were before, but you just couldn't tell it was Candlelit Castle. Ah, ghost! Yeah, this guy will start following you sometime after you beat Angler's Tunnel. I don't know if it's a certain number of screens or whatever, but anyway, dive under, and we get our 9th piece of heart. Pretty nice. So now what we want to do is there is a little bit of a mini-game we can do, and yeah, I think I'm just going to speed up the swimming, because there's not a whole lot to talk about. I've already explained swimming and everything, so I guess I'll just speed up the swimming part from here. Oh my god, that little tune that plays every time that we go into the screen with a ghost is so annoying. Anyway, let's whip out our bombs, because you can see there's a blowable, wallable thing here. But if you go right in... The house, take me, the house, down by the bay. Anyway, right in here, we've just got a fairy fountain, but we're at full health, we're fine. So anyway, we got some more swimming to do, so let's just head on down here and keep swimming. I'm not going to speed this up, because we're right near that minigame, and unfortunately, if you're in the water and those bombers, if they drop bombs right into the water, of course it will, oh, no, go back in, thank you. Let's just switch to another item so I don't start wasting bombs. But if they drop the bombs directly into the water, it, well, obviously doesn't do anything, because the fuse gets put out, even though you can't see the fuse in this game. Anyway, let's just kill you guys, because I can, and right down here, what do we have? You want to challenge the river rapids on a raft? Blah 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 blah. Please check at the office once, please. I missed part of that. Anyway, head on in here, and what do you got to say, mister?
Want to go on the raft ride for 100 rupees?
Yes.
Okay, the raft is ready for you outside. Enjoy.
Now, there's 2 different paths I'm going to be showing. One of them is primarily to get items, the other one is to primarily get rupees. So if you really want to find a good one, and basically, of course, okay, let me think about what I'm gonna say. If you have to pay 100 rupees, the rupee, way will basically get you a profit of 60 rupees if you do it right. But of course, I'll be doing that second. If you head on up here, this is like kind of the treasure hunt. Of course, I did miss the bomb there, so I'm not perfect at this in any way. 20 rupees is cool, so we're starting to earn back the 100 rupees we spent. So I'll talk you through this first time, but the rupee path I don't think I'll talk through. But anyway.
Now you need look far for secrets. Birds.
Don't know what that's referring to, but all I know is I got 20 rupees. Pretty nice. Anyway, let's just go on down here and see the house. Yeah, okay, yeah, I know. Take you to the house by the bay. I know what house you're talking about. We'll get you there soon enough, but I'm a little busy with a minigame. Now don't be rude. Okay, grab the heart. Okay, as you can see, that little area down there, that's part of that, I guess you could say the rupee route, because there were 3 sets of rupees right there, and, missed the rupee! Dang it. Oh well, I'll be fine. There's plenty of rupees in this game. So let's just go on around here. And now this treasure chest right there, you will not be able to get that for a little while. And I'm going against the current, which actually I guess that actually is a way to make it easier to get those rupees if you want. Because it doesn't stop you, but it does make it slower, so you have more time to react. And more rupees. Too bad I can't reach them, even though the shadows appear to be over here. And let's see if I can. Yep, I grabbed the arrows. Which is that even in the inventory? Nope, it's not. Because obviously you can't use an arrow without a bow. So anyway, I'll just head back to the river raft ride, and no, go back in the cave. Thank you very much. So anyway, I guess once I get to the river raft ride, that is so hard to say for me. It's because I trip over my words so much normally in a video. So if you die, and I got a piece of power, yay! Even though it doesn't even affect how we do on the rapid ride. Oh well, speeding up. Alright, so that pretty much wraps it up. I did miss a few, but I'll put an annotation pointing out, where I made one of the mistakes, but that doesn't matter, and we can stay on the raft as long as we want, because, well, we pay for this thing, why not, use it for a little while, or not use it for that much longer. Anyway, now what we want to do is, ooh, what's this up here? Maybe we'll find out soon enough. So anyway, what we're gonna do now is head towards Animal Village, so, you know, I guess I can cut to that. Alright, so back here in Animal Village, remember in the last video we got a hibiscus from the murdering... I can't say the other word of that guy Papal. So anyway, if you remember, there was somebody we knew who wanted a hibiscus. What do you got to say now? Oh, you brought me a hibiscus, how sweet. Well, since you are such a gentleman, I have a request to make of you. Will you listen? Sure, even though I don't like your face. I would like you to take a letter to Mr. Wright, who lives on the border of the mysterious forest. Yeah, the guy who I remember I gave the George Bush voice to.
And you traded the hibiscus for a goat's letter. Wait,
she's a goat? Great. Oh, so this little thing over here, that was a flower pot. Oh, I couldn't tell. Huh. Anyway, so that pretty much wraps it up for this video. So in the next one, we will be collecting some more stuff. And taking this annoying ghost home because I'm getting sick and tired of all the listen. I'm getting sick and tired of that sound. You guys didn't have to hear it too much in this video. That's because I did a lot of cutting, at least while he was here. So, yeah, you don't get to have your whole face on the screen. Too bad. See you guys in the next episode.